One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Chadwick. Hightower,
Here.
Jackson. Mason,
Present.
Mora, here, Walker. Espinosa, here.
Any public participation? Renewal, not for the facilities, okay? Any old business? Ms. Smith, do meetings?
Yes, so we have Dan Critta from Wold Architects to present information on a change order for security phase 1 project. And then we also have an update on the big board for the Riley storage shed.
Thank you. How was everybody's night? Thank you. I usually get, the room gets warmed up by Jeremy and Ricardo from Gilbane, so I'm gonna try to do my best here. Two things tonight, this thing's mentioned. The first is the change order that, Joe, could you go to the other doc, please? Thank you. The first is a change order that kind of wrapped up the sound and video and sound service contract. We had talked through this a little bit and had a strategy that we employed at Sunnyside MacArthur. We tweaked it a little bit at the Riley North Lake project, and it's to allow students to access the office areas during the daytime, but allow that to, on off hours, to have a card key access as well as a programmable entrance. So all visitors are basically contained in the office area, but when students and others want to come into the building, we basically had to add almost a double lock at 3 doors. So there's 2 doors that fall into that case at Riley and 1 door at the North Lake office. That'll give you much more flexibility to allow that to happen. The first part of this change order is actually to deduct to take some work that was in video and sound services contract that made more sense to go to Rival 5, which is your communications vendor. So they reduced some material cost of $2,500, and then the change for those 3 doors I mentioned was just over $15,000. So in all, it's $12,995 would be an add to the video and sound service contract, and that is really their last. That kind of closes up contract and work for them. We'll be closing out their contract, assuming all work when this work is done. And the bottom line is the original budget, we were hovering around $782,000, and we'll be closing out this contract closer to $626,000. So, and overall, we stayed within that contingency budget, but we also had good bids at the origin of this project. So came in overall under budget pretty favorably.
You appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Any questions?
Any questions?
Great. The second item is back in the spring, early summer, we talked about a maintenance facility. We actually went direction on this campus by adding a band to your maintenance garage space. We had to find a solution also over at Riley North Lake, and this is a storage shed that basically contain any of your outside equipment, snow blowers, salt, fuel for those pieces of equipment. You also have a pretty robust snow, I don't remember what you call it, but it's a new purchase that removes snow from the campus. So having a very secure storage shed to be able to house that over at that site. So we took bids. We had 3 bids just February 13th. And 2 of them came in very close to each other, so we feel comfortable that that is the right number. The low bid was by KWCC Incorporated, and they came in at $96,800. So this is a precast concrete building that'll be set pretty close to the trash enclosures behind the Riley building, Riley Gym, and it'll give you a very secure place to house those pieces of equipment, as well as it'll have light and power serving it as well. So for the maintenance team, they'll have access to that within the building as well. And basically, it's set on place. They'll prepare the site. This gets set in place. It's not constructed on site. It comes on a truck basically and gets delivered. We did have a couple of wrinkles in part of the timing because the local precast provider was acquired or bought out when we were kind of in the heart of planning this. So we had to make some alternate go an alternate direction to find another vendor that was a little further away. So the cost went up a little bit to represent that additional distance, but also they have a little more robust building that have a little more cost involved to it. But all things in, you'll have a nice 10 by 12 storage building out there that will house all Dale's team's equipment. So tonight we'll recommending that the board award that to KWCC at $96,800.
That's an agenda, right?
It's an agenda item in the regular meetings, guys.
Any questions for me on that?
Any questions?
Excellent. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Critter.
That is the last of our new business. Gilbane will be here next month to provide a final change order to close out the contract.
I see we got the bid awards next, you know. Are you gonna take it over session?
It'll go to the regular agenda. So we can, or have anything nice you want to include during this.
Okay, got a motion to adjourn. Mrs. Jackson and Ms. Espinosa. Roll call, please.
Hightower.
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Mason.
Aye.
Mora. Mora.
Aye.
Espinosa.
Aye.
Thank you, and like always, good presentation. You want to stay around? Great.
Appreciate it. I'll take advantage of the early exit.
All right, thank you. Good job.
Great to see everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go right into our regular board meeting, so let's get a roll call, please.
Espinosa.
Here.
Mora. Here. Mason.
Present.
Jackson. Hightower.
Yep. Great, next on the agenda is for the, bid award.
That the Board of Education accept the Riley Intermediate School Storage Shed bid from KWCC Incorporated Construction in the amount of the base bid of $96,800 as presented.
Thank you, motion. More, and this section is roll call, please.
Jackson.
Aye.
Hightower.
Aye.
Mason.
Aye.
Mora. Aye. Espinosa.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next business.
And for public participation, we ask that the board accept the written correspondence as presented.
I get a motion. Ms. Mason and Ms. Moore, roll call, please.
Mason.
Aye.
Hightower.
Aye.
Espinosa.
Aye.
Mora. Aye. Jackson.
Aye.
Motion carried.
And then Mrs. Mason, do we have public comment?
Yes, we do. We have a comment from Mrs. Chaparro. Topic of statement of questions, sharing information for special education. And may we remind you, you have 3 minutes. Yes, step up, please.
First, I want to say thank you so much because I'm not constantly writing the notes, but I like to be in person to share how wonderful the program about Help That School for academic is really successful. The parents really happy. The students, they have a support after school Mondays. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way. So I doing this, I find this company Learning Success, and it's actually really affordable. And it's about help kids with special needs, I'm sorry. So I says, and also helps with the schools too. So why not give it a look? If you guys interested, it's not about just learning, it's about how the teachers or the special education have more tools to help those kids, because it's not just academic, it's about motor skills. How we can teach ourselves how to improve the motor skills or more education or help them in those areas more easy for understand those kids with special needs in learning. Like giving the information is about my personal stuff, but it's have the here is 297 for the whole program. It is have a lot of things that we can learn. So I give it this to both. Yes, okay. So really powerful, everybody can be benefit, if we
Thank
have the
you.
parents and the teachers on the same page, we're doing the same things in school and at home, I think we got this together. Okay?
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you for sharing, appreciate it. Consideration of business?
We ask that the board approve the minutes from the regular board meeting of January 22nd, 2024, and the closed session meeting of December 18th, 2023, as presented.
I get a motion? Ms. Jackson and Ms. Moore, roll call please.
Hightower,
Aye.
Espinosa,
Aye.
Mora. Aye. Mason.
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Motion carried.
And for reports, no old business.
No business, okay.
No business.
Ms. Steph?
Yes, that the Board of Education approve the accounts and claims payable authorization as presented. And there were no questions this month.
What's the motion? Okay, I get a motion, Ms. Mason and Ms. Moore, get a roll call?
Espinosa.
Aye.
Hightower,
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Mora. Aye. Mason.
Aye.
Motion carried.
And the monthly building rental report is provided in your packet for your review, and this is informational purposes only.
Thank you for that, appreciate it. Ms. Travis?
No
No
business.
business. Right along there, folks. What you call it?
No, do our best.
Okay. Any other business? Hello, okay, so I got a motion to go into closed session. Ms. Jackson and Ms. Moore, roll call please.
Jackson.
Aye.
Mason.
Aye.
Mora. Aye. Espinosa.
Aye.
Hightower.
Aye.
Motion carried.
As you can see, it wasn't too long, we'll probably be in closed session in a few minutes, right?
Few minutes.
So stay close. Get a motion. Okay, Ms. Walker and Ms. Moore, roll call please.
Espinosa.
Aye.
Walker. Aye. Mora. Aye. Mason.
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Hightower.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We ask that the board approve the licensed personnel leave request as presented for Rashonda Morrison, Maria Christina Berrigan, Melanie Swims, Valerie Kaputsis, Ellen Nebess, and Jordan Murphy.
I got a motion. Okay, Mr. Jackson and Ms. Espinosa, roll call please.
Hightower.
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Mason.
Aye.
Mora. Aye. Walker. Aye. Espinosa.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We ask that the board accept the resignation of Christina Lewis, North Lake Assistant Principal, effective June 30th, 2024, as discussed in closed session.
Motion. Ms. Walker and Ms. Espinosa, roll call please.
Walker. Aye. Mora. Aye. Hightower.
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Mason.
Aye.
Espinosa.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We ask that the board employ Irene Dashuk for the position of Assistant Superintendent for Finance and Operations for the 2024-2025 school year, effective July 1, 2024.
I got a motion. Ms. Mason and Mr. Jackson, roll call please.
Mora. Aye. Mason.
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Espinosa.
Aye.
Walker. Aye. Hightower.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, you get 5 minute speech.
I just want to thank you all, and we're honored and excited for this role. And I can't wait to work with Dr. Sullivan, all the administrators, all our students, our faculty. And to help work with school districts as much as I possibly can.
We can. Thank you, Irene. We ask that the board approve the educational support staff leave of absence requests as presented for Marty Burton, Daisy Perez, Keith Williamson, and Yesenia Villalobos.
I get a motion? Ms. Walker and Ms. Espinosa, roll call, please.
Jackson,
Aye.
Hightower.
Aye.
Espinosa,
Aye.
Walker. Aye. Mora.
Aye.
Mason,
Aye.
motion carried.
We ask that the Board of Education adopt the 2023 to 2027 contract with the Berkeley Education Association as presented.
Motion. Ms. Mason and Mr. Jackson, roll call, please.
Mason.
Aye.
Hightower.
Aye.
Espinosa.
Aye.
Mora. Aye. Walker. Aye. Jackson.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We ask that the board accept the following resignations effective immediately. Adela Carr, dated January 22nd, 2024. Cara Tuzolino, effective January 22nd, 2024. And Nancy Wacht, effective February 20th, 2024.
I get a motion? Ms. Walker, Ms. Moore, roll call, please.
Espinosa.
Aye.
Walker. Aye. Mora. Aye. Mason. Aye. Jackson.
Aye.
Hightower.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We ask that the board employ the following personnel: Sandra Guerrero, Nutritional Services Floater, district-wide, effective January 29th, 2024. Brenda Donald, Lunchroom Monitor, Riley, effective January 29, 2024. Ann Pinal, Lunchroom Monitor, Whittier, effective January 29th, 2024. And Rosa Hernandez, Administrative Assistant for the Director of Special Services, effective February 9th, 19th, 2024.
A motion. Walker and Ms. Espinosa, roll call, please.
Mason. Aye. Hightower.
Aye.
Walker. Aye. Mora. Aye. Jackson.
Aye.
Espinosa.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We ask that the board approve the fundraisers as presented for the Northside PTO, which is Whittier, Riley, and North Lake, for Riley Intermediate, for Jefferson, Sunnyside, and MacArthur, and for Jefferson, Sunnyside, and MacArthur Sky Zone fundraiser.
Motion. Ms. Moore and Mr. Jackson. Roll call, please.
Mason. Aye. Jackson.
Aye.
Walker. Aye. Mora. Aye. Espinosa.
Aye.
Hightower.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We ask that the Board of Education notify the parents of student A that because of residency regulations, the student will be disenrolled from District 87 schools effective immediately.
The motion. Ms. Moore and Mr. Jackson, roll call, please.
Hightower.
Aye.
Espinosa.
Aye.
Walker. Aye. Mason. Aye. Jackson.
Aye.
Mora. Aye. Motion carried.
And then for my oral report, I'd just like to point out that we are proudly hosting the Illinois Grade School Music Association contest on March 9th, Saturday, March 9th, at North Lake Middle School. And administrators are signing up to be a part of that from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. So we're looking forward to that, hosting our new facility for our community. Student attendance is a priority for us, and that was one of the subjects of my 87-second update. And we're going to continue to work to identify what we need to do to get our students in school regularly. Turns out not only is enrollment declining in Illinois, but student attendance is declining as well. So we are going to work as a district to identify what we need to do to make sure that our students want to come to school. And we feel that is a big factor in our ongoing student achievement as well, because we want our students to be at or above grade level, but it's very difficult to be there if you're not in school. So I just want to mention that that's a priority we're working on. We're also working on registration and residency for next year. And also I've spoken to our attorney about this. I'd like to explore, so I'll bring more information back next month about Press Policy Plus. And what that is, that would be a way for us to update our board policies in a more efficient way. Because quite honestly, it's really hard to keep up with all of the changes that are coming from the state, with the ongoing changes that are in statute, but then we're required to have a policy to go along with it. So Press Policy Plus would allow us to keep what we currently have, which are some policies that are unique to District 87, but it'd be a streamlined way that we can add to it. And our attorney has found it to be an effective way to do it. I just need to check the costs and some of the other things, and I'll bring that information back next month. And I also want to point out, Mr. White, what are you wearing?
School District 87, jacket?
Mr. Simone, is that what you have on? And Mr. Hightower, next month, everybody's getting one of these emblazoned with the District 87 logo. So each board member is getting one. We used our teacher vacancy grant to build pride in our district. So every staff member, everyone received one of these jackets. And now I believe Lizette got everyone's sizes and they're coming in. So you'll have them at the next board meeting. And this is a way to help us with our branding. And Mrs. Travis is going to say a little bit more about the implementation of our teacher vacancy grant, because we're very proud of our district. And one way to show that pride is to wear the district jacket. So we have a district jacket. So that's the end of my presentation, unless there are any questions.
Okay.
Welcome. We had just had our Institute Day on February 9th. It was I thought a really well, organized day. I thought the staff was very engaged in the presentations. I'll be putting together, we have, all of our staff had to put a visual together for different priorities and strategies for learning. So we're taking all of those and making a slideshow so the staff can see everyone's learning and make it more visible for everyone. We had some great presenters. We had a presenter from the IRC. We did our next wave of ALICE training. So they've learned some counter techniques. So I thought it was a really great day. And I think our staff really enjoyed the day and was very engaged in their learning. I also wanted to talk to you about some professional opportunities that have been asked and we've been invited to participate in. So American Reading Company, which is our ELA curriculum, has asked for Berkeley 87 to be highlighted in a Voices in the Field webinar. So they do those 3 or 4 times a year. And so on March 14th, I've been asked to participate in a webinar to be taped. And we have teachers from Jefferson School that are also going to be in the webinar. Miss Sanders, Miss Lee, and Miss Campos, along with Miss May and Miss Barr. So the 5 of us are going to be highlighted and talk about the work and the journey that we have done in the district around writing and the implementation of American Reading Company. So that'll be videotaped and we'll be participating in that. So I'm very excited about that opportunity to highlight our district and talk about the work and the great work that our teachers and staff have been doing the last year and a half. So I'm excited about that. And then I was contacted by David Lieben. He is an international reading researcher. And so he also is one of the individuals that is, a lot of his research is cited from American Reading Company. He reached out to us. He is going to be in the area in Chicago and would like to come visit our classrooms and see some of the great work that is happening in our classrooms. So he is going to be touring on March 18th in our schools. And he is also going to be interviewing one of our teachers for his new book around knowing better, doing better, which is also around interactive read alouds. And so I'm excited about, again, that opportunity to showcase the work that's happening in our classrooms and the progress we've made in terms of implementing our reading curriculum. And so, and implementing just the science of reading and a knowledge-based curriculum. So I think those are 2 great opportunities to showcase the amazing work of not only our teachers, but what our students are doing and their capabilities. We are working on the Title I Consolidated District Plan. So I'm hoping to bring that to you. My goal is to have it in March to you, and then we will also be bringing summer school to you as well. I forgot to put that on my list, but that'll be coming to you, our summer school programming. So I'm just really excited about some of the opportunities we have at Berkeley and work that our teachers and our students are doing. And Dr. Spatafor has a couple of things she also would like to share. Yeah.
Our special education teachers, they'll be participating in professional development specifically for them in March. To help implement the program for our children with special needs. And at the next board meeting, possibly our early childhood and primary coordinators would like to report out on kind of our data specific to our children that are going from early childhood to kindergarten and share that data with you. And as the district DCFS liaison, I just attended the mandated training that was provided from DCFS and ISB. Through that training, I do have some information and some policy changes. Dr. Sullivan said changes in policy are continual. So some of those will impact our policies and apply to our enrollment procedures. So I'll be working on refining that. And also, we had a McKinney-Vento liaison training with the state of Illinois, and they provided us additional resources that are available to the community. To help homeless families, and then they also have some plans moving forward for if there's more students that are maybe immigrating from another country coming here, that maybe have different supports in place. So there's action on that piece as well. As Ms. Zimmerman said, Institute Day, we did our ALICE training. Again, ALICE is the acronyms for our protocol for having a multi-option response if there's an active threat. And the February session, as Ms. Zimmerman said, we focused on counter and control techniques. And we have myself as a trainer, Ms. Macarini as a trainer, and one of our officers help us do that training for our staff on that day. And the next steps for our schools, they're going to be developing lesson plans for their classrooms so they can safely execute their drills with the training they have received now. And thinking about their emergency operation plans, you know, with the new buildings and things that they may need to consider. So we'll be doing that. And we're starting to get trained in our new emergency management suite. So it's a software where we can work with each other and our first responders. So we're getting ready to kind of do some training, initial training on that piece. And we'll be working with our first responders on getting them trained as well. Some of them already are. Some of the other municipalities may already use the platform. So it's a way that they can see all of our things in our buildings, have all our plans. So we're just kind of in that stage of implementation of kind of where we are with what we have.
And Dr. Spatafor, on March 15th, are all of the staff walking to their evacuation sites?
That is the, yes. That is the plan for them to consider the evacuation sites, considering their new buildings and new evidence that can be.
Thank you.
That's all that I have. Any questions?
Question, what's our rally points?
So rally points are what we consider as where you might come together. You usually don't have those identified. Evacuation sites are usually the brick and mortar buildings that you may consider to have a safe place to meet with families. And then there's another layer, which is called a reunification site, which is where you bring families together. So it's like a multi-tiered. That's a great question.
So should the students, scholars, and staff have to leave buildings on the south side? The destination is the cathedral on St. Charles Road, St. Thomas Malabar. That's the primary spot. On the north side, should the scholars or staff have to leave, it is the primary is Grant Park, the community center at Grant Park. But we have to work up at that side, on the north side, with the North Lake Police because North Avenue requires assistance to get across the street. So how they do that is they park squad cars with the lights on, and that stops all the traffic in all directions, and that's how they'll get across. So that's all part of the community collaboration with our first responders. But thank you for asking that because there's a lot that goes into this. And as Dr. Spatafor was saying, we are part of an arrangement right now for a reunification site of using Triton College, which would mean we would have to have transportation, But the nice thing about our community partners is we do have some neighboring school districts that have their own buses. So what we'll do is we'll help each other. So if a school needs to actually evacuate and then be transported to a reunification site, we'll have to use transportation to do that. And that's all of the planning that we're doing now. And as I was saying to Dr. Spatafor, it's important just to walk it, so you can realize what that's like. You know, when you have kids, you don't want that to be the first time that you're doing it. So if you do it as a group of teachers and you make that walk, oh, this is what it's like. This is what the sidewalk is like. They say that's one of the best ways to learn. And then you debrief from that. And then you see what other assistance you need.
Any other questions? Okay, thanks, yeah.
Okay. The summary of budget, the statement of position, and student activity reports for the period ending January 31, 2024 are provided for your review, your packets. The next item, annually, we review the E-rate funding and E-rate contracts. And this year we have one of our internet access contracts. We went through the process of bidding it through the E-rate cycle. And Mr. Byrne, led our team on that and did the evaluations. So the suggested motion is that the Board of Education approve the E-rate Category 1 Internet Access Vendor Contract for the 2024-2025 school year, pending attorney review as presented.
Is there a motion? Ms. Moore and Ms. Mason. Roll call, please.
Hightower.
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Mason. Mora.
Sorry,
Walker. Espinosa. Motion carried.
And then earlier this evening at the Facilities Committee, Mr. Critta reviewed the change order 5 for the security project with video and sound. So the suggested motion is that the Board of Education approve security project change order 5 and the credit to change order 3 as presented.
A motion, Ms. Mason and Mr. Jackson. Roll call, please.
Mason.
Aye.
Hightower.
Aye.
Jackson.
Aye.
Mora.
I,
Walker. Espinosa.
Aye.
Motion carried.
And I had mentioned to the board previously that we would be doing the appraisals. We do updates each year, but we would be doing full appraisals with the rollout of the new construction. And so at this point, we will have a Kroll, formerly Duff and Phelps, appraisal company come out over spring break and do a complete update with all the changes and fixed assets to the property. And the suggested motion is that the Board of Education ratify the inventory and appraisal agreement with Kroll LLC as presented.
Okay, your motion? Okay, Ms. Walker and Ms. Moore. Roll call, please.
Espinosa.
I,
Walker. Mora. Mason. Jackson. Hightower. Motion carried.
And then on my oral report, thank you. My oral report. So I will be attending the ISLAP Finance Seminar that will be presented by PMA Financial and IASBO. That is coming up in March. And Ms. Dachik will attend as well. We have that scheduled. And then the EBC preliminary renewal meeting was held in January. The final renewal meeting is March 20th. So at the preliminary meeting, the preliminary renewal rates were provided. Now, that is with a partial year of claims. So it usually levels off once they pick up the final months of claims to have a whole year of claims. So for District 87, the PPO renewal at this point is projected to be a 9.3% increase. The preliminary pool average is 8.3% increase. Trend for PPO plans is 8% increase. The HMO increase is 13.9%. The preliminary pool average is 12.9%. trend for HMO plans is 7%. And dental increase is 7.4%, which is on, matches the preliminary pool average. And the trend for dental plans is 4%. Now, the pool always does a banding formula so that everyone is within a couple of points from the average. And in the past, we've seen some higher rates in the preliminary, and then the final came in better. So I'm hopeful that we'll see that again. And they did say that there were additional, a lot of claims to process and bring into their data evaluation. We will have that. It's after the March board meeting, so I'll have that information at the April meeting report. That is the end of my report unless there are any questions.
Any questions? Ms. Vince? Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Travis? All right.
All right, so tonight on the oral report, I did not list our vacancies. We're going to be in the process of updating our vacancies as we get ready to list them for the upcoming school year. The ones that have been in existence, they're still. We did find one teacher recently, so you will approve the person next school board meeting. West 40 had their first career fair on Saturday. And for it to be their first time, very well organized. There was not like a ton of candidates, but there were a good number of candidates. And for the first one I think they did an amazing job. It was all of the surrounding districts. And what we kind of reflected on at the end is it's very hard to get people in this area to attend because the district, if some of them are thinking of changing, were present at that career fair. And so they said, oh, we didn't think of that. But for their very first one, it was well attended, very organized. They did a great job. And I look forward to many more with West 40. And they did it for all of our districts in the surrounding area.
So what's their plan on the fall if they don't continue?
Well, it was Saturday, so we haven't met to talk about what they're thinking about doing in the future. It probably will, it came about from the HR network. We said we should have our own career fair because we go out to the universities. And so we talked to them and asked, you know, if they would be willing to host it. And they made it happen. So yes, so I'm pretty sure our meeting is next Friday. So we'll probably get together and kind of talk about, you know, ideas and different things. And I want to encourage you, if you have not been over to the new West 40 building, it is amazing. It's like our new buildings. They have a new building. They moved from Roosevelt Road to what used to be Lexington School. They moved over there and they're at the top floor, but it is an amazing place. And I feel like West 40, just like District 87, they're going to begin to take on a lot of new things going on there and a lot of new staff. Which brings me to our next month. Last week, we interviewed teachers and students, and Mr. Byrne was, I have to give him like majority of the credit. He was just instrumental in helping us pull this off for the teacher vacancy grant and creating a video. So we wanted, because a lot of districts have on their website or at the career fairs, teachers and students giving testimonials about why they work at the district or why you should work in their district. And so we interviewed with West 40, 2 members of their team, and they were amazing, teachers and students throughout the district on why work at the 87 or what did they love. They asked them different questions. So be prepared to see a video, probably the end of March, early April, but we'll put it on our website and have it. But be prepared to see it, but it was amazing. And Mr. Byrne and I, we were both kind of nervous about it, but I tell you, it went just seamless. It was really great. The students were great, the teachers were great. They got a lot of footage outside the buildings, inside each and every building. So I can't wait to see the video. And then I think Dr. Sullivan is going to be the narrator. So he will, Mr. Coffey will work with him, and you will hear Dr. Sullivan's voice on there as well, narrating the video. Did I miss out on anything?
And you need to take credit for it.
Yeah, but it just went really well. So, and then last but not least, coming up in March, be prepared to look at your D87 emails. School board members and administrators will receive our statement of economic interest. It's that survey that we have to fill out every year. And I tell you this now and then I kind of bug you a little bit, so be prepared, but they should send it out like early March. And then it's due every year by May 1st. But I'll give you reminders and I'll, help you through. Any questions?
Any questions, Mr. Travis? Okay. Mr. White?
Hello. Things going well. We're finishing up, getting ready to close out the construction project, and we're moving into the next summer projects.
Mr. Murray?
Sure, sweet. We're working on our Skyward transition. So Skyward is our student information system. We use it for food service and student information, the nursing team and counselor, kind of a software package that does all that. Data reporting. So we're transitioning to a new program. It's called Q. It's Skyward's new program. So they're pushing all the customers to that project. So we're in the process of working with office staff, admin assistants, clerical aides, the nursing team, food service, and we'll soon be working with teachers. So when we start the next school year, hopefully we are well positioned to use that new software. It comes with an updated app for families. It's one of the biggest improvements of the family access component to help with that school, community, parents collaboration and just transparency and communication. So it should be a good thing. But really hitting the ground running with training staff. We're doing some phishing campaigns for email. We have to implement things called two-factor authentication for servers and some different things. So on the security front, there's a lot of things in the works there. Our copy release is up, so we're working on getting some feedback to make improvements for that for the next contract. Jumping into testing season, so making sure all the places are ready for finishing up access testing, IAR testing, and INC testing, and I'm probably missing some acronyms, which is making sure. And Dr. Sullivan mentioned earlier the teacher vacancy grant that he worked on getting approved for different components to fill our staff positions. So I met with somebody from each school today. We'll be doing that ongoing, just to help with the branding of District 87, and kind of highlighting the positive. Help with many things, but one of them being the recruitment of any new staff positions or staff positions.
Yeah. Thank you. Good. Ms. Dr. Scruff, you have anything else for us?
Do you have any questions?
Okay. We normally don't do, we're gonna call on our board presidents and teachers. Mrs. Simone, you have anything for us?
No, nothing really to share on the update, but excited about the new contracts and a lot of our members are good. Yes,
Thank you for your hard work and we really appreciate it all. Good improvement. You get Mrs. Myra, Ms. Hennig, I'm really sorry.
That's okay. I thought it was
No.
under the radar. Always a lot going on. I'm really excited that we're wrapping up access testing. The window closes officially on the 5th of March. So excited to have that completed and looking forward to seeing those results. And we're just beginning the planning for our EL program audit, which is something that I'm also very much looking forward to. Have begun to meet with the consultant, and we're going to be collecting data, and they're going to start that in March. So that's something I'm excited to see the results of that. And I just wanted to highlight that we still have our adult ESL program going on. It happens on Tuesdays from 5:30 to 7:30. And it's just such a wonderful evening. It's so wonderful because there are adults from all ages who come in. There are a lot of men that are coming in right from work, so they're still in their work clothes. And we provide childcare, so there's, you know, an opportunity for parents to come who don't have childcare. So it's been wonderful. Last week there were 24 adults who showed up, so that's really exciting. And the staff is doing a great job with that. And our newcomer EL tutoring program that we started this year is going to conclude in April, but it's been so far very well received. And so I'm excited about that. And so, BPAC. Our BPAC meeting was on the calendar for February 29th, but we are moving that to March 14th. There's information on our website about that, we wanted to make sure that we gave parents an opportunity to plan to attend, and it's going to be, we're gonna talk about literacy. I think that's everything.
Thank you for that, I appreciate it. Okay, we have anything from the board members? Ms. Walker? Stacy? Mr. Jackson? No? Ms. Espinosa?
I did have a question
Ah.
for Mr. Byrne.
Yes.
Sorry. So you sent us all an email for, with the link to, Dr. Sullivan's video. I think we don't have access on our laptops to YouTube. I couldn't open up the video.
Right, maybe after this, we can take a look, and make sure we do.
I know. No access.
Are you excited?
It's a safe.
I'm always excited.
Okay. Any other new business? Okay, announcement. Next board meeting will be when? March
The 18th.
March 18th, what time?
6:30 p.m.
Yeah. Why six? Can I get a motion to adjourn? All right. All hands up, we got this. Roll call, please.
Nelson,
Hi.
Walker, Warren, Nathan, Jackson,
Aye.
Hightower,
Aye.
motion carried.
All right, so we got each other.
Thank you.